Uh-oh, something's wrong. What is that? Oh dear. What a mess. This whole thing is not, it's only showing part of the. Oh, I don't know what happened, but something has. It's not going to work. I got a problem today, y'all. Something, it's only showing part of the screen, part of it's black. Good morning, Nelda. Something is so wrong, and I don't know what. And I don't know how to fix it. You know, I don't know why. As long as I've been doing this, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on here now. It's something to do with up here, I think. Hold on. Yeah, it's something up here. Whoa. Hold on. Yay! Good morning. Good morning. Hi, Darlene. Nelda, Sharon, hello. Good morning. Hi, Rachel. Good morning. I thought I had made a mess, but for some reason, and I bet you it's Bodie. You know how Bodie is about computers. She loves them. She messed it up. It should be okay now, Sharon. I'm seeing the whole screen. Tell me if you are, please. Good morning, everybody. I'm so happy to see you all. Darlene, how are you feeling today? And I thank you so much for coming in. Good morning, Connie. Hey, Chris. Good to see you. How you doing? Chris is real faithful, y'all. He comes to every one of my lives every time. Thank you very much, Darlene. I'm glad to hear it. So, y'all, it's a wonderful day here in East Texas. I'm telling you, the sun is shining. It's a beautiful breeze. It's cool. It's only 72. And all my fat, lazy kitties are out there on the patio. Rachel, always a pleasure to see you. Hi, Cindy. Good morning to you. Cindy, I was just telling what a wonderful day it is here. It's 72 right now. It's only going to be in the 80s today. And I'm tickled. I'm glad to hear that, Chris. It's always good to see you. Oh, Darlene, bless your sweetheart. Good morning, Jackie. Good to see you. I'm glad you came in. Y'all, I was having withdrawal. I had subscriber withdrawal. Rambling Rose. Hello, my friend. Good morning to you. I'm going to work outside today. I'm going to work on the patio at my house. Good morning, Diane. It's good to see you. Well, my moderators are here. They don't get paid, y'all. I think I, I think they thought they were going to get paid. They should know better by now. Nobody gets paid, but hopefully they just like being here. Yeah, Cindy, great. Oh, Jackie, you must mean in the group. I haven't looked at it. I looked at it early this morning, but I haven't looked at it recently. I'll look at it in a little bit and see what Connie had to say. Yeah, Sandy, no kidding. They're great. They really are. Our little moderators are so sweet and kind and loving to everybody. All of y'all are. That's what's so good about this community. Everybody's kind, everybody's helpful, thoughtful. So that's great. I'm glad to hear it. Y'all, I have, guess, drum roll, please. I have finished inside the house. I am done. It is clean. It is painted. It is as nice as it's going to get. Uh, so I'm ready to rent it out and get somebody else in there to tear it up again. So I can do a whole year. I have gone, y'all, without renting that house over there. Good morning, Liz. Good to see you today. That's exactly right, Sharon. We get paid in friendship. That is so right. And I am so happy to have this group here. In our, if you have not joined our Facebook group, y'all, um, yeah, Rambling Rose, thank you. I'm so happy. I hope so, Darlene. I really hope so because y'all know how much I've worked on that, and it's just nearly killed me. I hope so too, Jackie. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now all I got to do is finish that patio, get it all cleared up, and I'm going to stage it a little bit. I'm going to add some Timu plants, sort of in little pots around the patio, but it's staging. I'm gonna take pictures of it before I put my ad online. Good morning, Becky. Thanks, Rachel. Hi, Joy. Good morning. Good to see you. But anyway, I'm going to put a few Timu plants out there. LA, good morning to you. I'm so happy to see you. They will, Jackie. They're going to make it nice and colorful out there on the patio. I'll take some pictures, then I'll move them around. Hi, Liz. Thank you. Almost ready. I'm going to wait until September the 15th till I list it. Uh, Simply because I'm kind of nervous about it, y'all. I really am. I know that the housing market goes up and down as to when people rent or, buy homes and things like that. And right now it's kind of in a slump and people are not renting right now, although I don't know where in the heck they're living if they're not renting. Maybe they're buying, who knows? Jackie, I'm gonna go with my gut feeling. You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna meet everybody. I want to meet everybody before I give them the final application and then check everybody out. I'm gonna check their criminal record and their if they've ever been evicted or that kind of thing. And you can learn a lot about people by checking out the Facebook page too. No, Jackie, it wouldn't be. That's what this group I'm in, and they're giving. I've got the most wonderful information from that group. Exactly, Jackie. That's what I would like to have. I hope so, Diane. That's not a bad idea, LA. I don't know if I can get him to do that, but here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pre-qualify him first by either talking to him in person or talking to them like on the phone or messenger, Facebook Messenger. That way that pre-qualifies. I want to ask them some questions, and I've got a list of questions. And it's the way mobile home salesmen used to do. They pre-qualify people before they actually spend a lot of time talking to them about renting or buying. And so that's a good thing to do. And I get a pretty good feeling about people when I meet them. Now, I fell for the previous renter. I fell for her sob story. I really did. And I let that override what my mind was telling me. I didn't look at the red flags, and there were tons of them. I just didn't. I was so intent on helping her. Hi, Linda. Good morning to you. Um, I wanted to help her so bad that I overlooked the things that weren't good. And I don't, thank you, Diane. I really felt so sorry for her. You know, a widow living in her truck, for heaven's sake. And I fell for it. Jackie, I'm going to do month to month. I don't want it's a lease, but it's only month to month. And that way, if all goes south and they don't like me, I don't like them, or something happens, I can I can send them on their way with a 30-day lease. You give them 30 days to be out, and I get my house back before they have a chance to do too much damage. You know what I mean? And also, let me tell you this, y'all. I didn't go in and inspect that house when she was living there with her son and those 3 dogs. I didn't go in. I didn't bother her. Good morning, Betty. Good to see you. The reason I didn't is because she was so grumpy. I mean, that's just a grumpy woman, and nothing was ever right. And she wouldn't have time for anything. She wouldn't listen to me. I just had a terrible. And I wanted her out long before it came down to you know, either I was going to beat her up or something. I wanted her out of there for a good long time before I actually got her out of there, because I could see that that was not going to work. Good morning. Hey, Gulf Coast Greenie. Good morning to you. It's good to see you. I have not seen you in a while. Hope all is well. Good morning, Linda. It's great to see you all today. But anyway, I've got a lot of figuring out stuff, and trying to do what's right. You know what I might do? I might run their qualifications and things they tell me by y'all when you're in the group. Not on a video, of course. Good deal, Gulf Coast Granny. It's going to be wonderful here today in the 70s. I can't wait for the cooler air to come. My poor patio out there has suffered. It looks awful. Oh yes, Jackie, I do. I do. Air conditioner, heating. It's got electric range, glass top range, and over you've seen the pictures. Microwave, refrigerator with ice maker. I don't even have an ice maker, y'all. And but I'm going to provide it. But it's going to be. It's in the contract that those are offered as a courtesy, and they are not a part of the lease. So if something goes out, good morning, Kathy. Good to see you. If something goes out, I don't have to replace it like I did, before. So, I think we're supposed to have rain later on in the week, Gulf Coast Granny, and that's okay with me. Uh, okay, y'all, I got something to tell you. Uh, that's what I'm going to do, Cindy. Yep, yep, yep. I've already written down several of them that I'm going to look at. Some of them cost more than others, and some of them, even though they cost more, they don't do any more than others. So that's what I'll do. Yeah, Darlene, pretty much. I've got everything in there, don't I? So, and if they want to use that little breakfast table over there, that's okay with me. That's all right. I don't mind. I leave it in there. And if they don't want it, I'll take it out. So, anyway, y'all, here's the thing. I have not, y'all know that cat that I have out on the patio, and he's mean. He's terrible mean. He is mean to me. He is mean to all my kitties. They get out there and fight, and little Georgie is the little baby out there. Yes, Darlene, I am. I'm going to do it because I pay uh, Cody's daddy to do it for me. No, not him, Diane. Not him. Mimi's still here. But this other one, the one that looks like a devil cat, y'all. That's exactly right, LA. Plus, I want to talk to him. When you're around somebody, you can sort of tell by the way they talk and the things they say whether you're gonna kind of get along with them or not. And so I'm like I said, I'm gonna use my head this time. I am gonna keep John. John's great, and John will do other things besides just mow and weed eat. I mean, he helped me put that fence up over there, y'all. He did. Of course, I paid him, but he still helped me, and he can do a lot of things. So I've lost my handyman, Jared, my handyman that tore down the mobile home over there. He was injured on some job he did, y'all, and this is awful. He sent me a picture via messenger, and he's in the hospital, and he's got a gash down his right side. I'm gonna guess it's that long, and it had stitches all down that thing. He either fell on something or he maybe fell on the saw. I don't know. He didn't tell me how it happened. But my God. He sent me 2 pictures. One before he was stitched up, which made me awful sick. And then one where he was stitched up and it was just zigzags of stitches. So he's not going to be able to do things for a long time. And so I'm already anticipating having problems from time to time with an old house. Y'all know it. Y'all who live in old homes, you know that things happen. No, he didn't, Jackie. He didn't. He was a little on the reckless side, but he did what I wanted him to do sometimes. Not all the time. I wasn't happy with everything he did, but he always came when I needed him to come, and sometimes that means an awful lot. When you got a problem, you got to have it fixed immediately. No, Jackie. No, not really. I mean, I could do with brand new windows and I could do with some more insulation. But let me tell you, this summer has been brutal, And since I got that new air conditioner in there, y'all, I have not had a single day inside my house when I have been hot. I have been comfortable and cool, and it's amazing the difference in this air conditioner and the one I had before. However, the one I had before is the one I put in the window over there at the rent house. It does a magnificent job of cooling that part of the house, the biggest part of the house. So that's a win-win for me. They get a good air conditioner that's nice and cool, and I've got one that I like too. So I don't know. For the first time in a long time, I have not been hot inside my house. Good morning, Bertha. Nice to see you today. Hope you're doing well. I'm kind of excited about this, y'all. I'm excited about the process of talking to people, and that's what I was going to tell you. I think when I talk to them, I will run it by y'all that's in our Facebook group. And that was something I wanted to say to y'all. If you're not a member of our Facebook group, we'd love to have you. All you have to do is go to Facebook and type in My Simple Cottage Life, and it'll pop up, and click join. You have 2 questions you have to answer, and they're real easy. It's not like Social Security number or anything like that. Just 2 easy questions, and you can be in our group. And we post all kinds of things over there. We have pictures of things and our children that we show off, and our animals that we show off, and it's just a fun group. And yesterday was a great day. There was a lot of funny things posted, and I enjoyed it very much. I always enjoy it because y'all are good folks. That's why. So, anyway, let me get back to what I was telling you about the cat. So, I have noticed the last 3 days that that mean cat, the one that fights with everybody, he's even scratched the heck out of me before. He's not on the patio out there. And he pretty much dominated that patio because he was out there. My other cats wouldn't come out there. You know, Mama Ma was gone for a whole month. Well, she started coming back regularly now. And all the others have too. They're all out there laying on the patio in the breeze, and it's nice and cool. But that big guy's not out there. And I knew something was going on, something weird. So I woke up this morning really early, and something didn't smell good. There was not, I could smell it in the house. And I thought, oh, Lord, somebody's had an accident. I don't think so, Darlene. I tell you what I think. I think he got up under the house and he died. That's what I think. It it is it is yes, I think so, Jackie. I think he's up under my house though, y'all. Now thank God that winter's coming. This is gross, and I don't know how to talk to y'all about it. Me too, Diane. Wouldn't that be great? But y'all, I think that he went up under the house and he died. And now he's going to decompose under there. And I've already looked it up on the internet. Oh, yeah, Darlene, nobody's going to be able to get to it. Even if I paid someone to come out, they're not going to be able to get to it. There's not enough room under there for anyone to crawl under there. When I did the cats though, Jackie, it was from the side. They're under my porch, which is built up higher than what the other part of the house is. That was closed off with tin. It'd be very, very difficult for, let's say, a man to go up under there, and you'd have to crawl on your belly. And then when you get to something, you'd have to turn over. And I just don't see how you could do it. And there's nothing I can do. He's going to be there, until he's not there anymore. Getting a drift. 3 days. But something is decomposing under my house. This morning, oh, well, Bertha, yeah, a rat, that's kind of a small decomposition. But this is a big old cat, a big cat. And it's hot, and like I said, at least the winter's coming on, and he can do what he needs to do, and not the blazing summer. Yeah, Darlene, absolutely. He's under there. Yes, Bertha, it's going to take longer. Thank goodness, like I said, it's getting cooler now, or that smell would be intense if it was really, really hot. Y'all know it would. That's kind of disgusting. So when I got up this morning, first thing I do is spray myself with perfume. I'm thinking if I smell it from here, it won't bother me so much. I turned on all the fans, turned on all the air conditioners. I've got one of those burners, wax melt burners in my kitchen going. I don't know, Diane. I mean, I don't even know where he is under there. So see, I would have to, it's hard to explain, but I can't get to him. And I know that's what it is. I know it is. That's disgusting, isn't it? But I know for sure he can get under there. Brian showed it to me because I told Brian about it. There's a space about this big where some pipes go down that I wasn't able to cover up with tin, and that's where he went under. That's where they all go under from time to time, and I didn't even realize it. I knew they went on the back side of the house and went somewhere, but I didn't know where it was until Brian found it. So that's how he got under there. Yeah, I hate it too, Jackie, but darn, he was mean. He was so mean. He was mean to every one of my cats. And now they're out there like nothing ever happened, laying on the patio, having a wonderful time. Well, LA, the only other thing that's under there is that possum, and from time to time he comes out, but he's under there too. Thanks, Becky. I'll try. Yeah, they can, Bertha. Jackie, stop it. You're making me feel bad now. I mean, he was misunderstood. Yeah, he certainly was. And y'all know I love animals, but come on. I mean, he was mean. He was so mean. Uh, and now everybody is back to the way they were. Kick her out, Diane. No, I'm kidding. Don't do it. Don't want to get rid of Jackie. But yeah, I had goldfish many times, and Brian has fish down at his house too. And every time I used to go down there to work, I would feed him. Yeah, Connie, I know it. Oh, anyway, so there's that part of the story. Now here's another one. Oh, oh, Granny, my little Daisy Bell passed away in May. Granny, I'd had her 16 years. So y'all, I went and took a picture of the house next door the other day because it's going to go in my ad. And I was coming in the house and I saw something on the roof over there, and I blew it up, and it's Miss Callie. Yes, Becky, he was mean. Heck, he was mean. Me too, Bertha. That's why that's why I gained so much weight. I was showing myself a lot of love there for a while with cheesecake. Anyway, I blew it up, and there's Miss Callie on the roof over there. So I go over there, and there's no tree, y'all. There's no tree anywhere around that she could have climbed to get up on there. But it was this was when it was very hot, and I know she was hot. And I would come in the house and go back over there, and there she was up there. And as I'd go to one side, hello, Marcia. I know September here and the cool weather's coming on. Everybody's going to be all happy about it. So she'd follow me and she'd be crying and crying or whatever they do. I couldn't get her down. I got this little ladder, but it was too small. It was not tall enough for there. And I got her a pan of water, and I climbed up that ladder a little bit and put her water up there. And man, she came over there and started drinking immediately. She had been up there for a while, and it was hot. Well, that night she still wasn't down from there. So the next day, Brian comes here. He gets this big ladder. Oh, heck yeah, LA. You would not believe how many pictures I've got filed away on my computer. You better believe it. I did climb a ladder, Diane. I climbed a ladder, but I didn't go up too high. I took that thing and I don't know, Jackie. I'm worried about that part. I can't get her to come over here and eat. I would feed her on the front porch, but I can't get her. I can't get her. I know they tell me that, Becky, but you know how I am. I'm over here watching. I'm looking out the window every 5 minutes. I'm worried she's hot. She's thirsty. She's hungry. She used to, Jackie. I don't know what stopped it. I know, but isn't it nice, Darlene, to be a little cooler? Sure is. So Brian gets this big ladder, y'all, and he climbs up this ladder, and she comes over by him. And he takes the top rung of the ladder and pats on that ladder, and she comes over there. Hi, Marcia. Thank you so much. Your mom is 94. God bless her sweetheart. Happy birthday to her. Diana by the beach. Hey, lady. Hi, Kathy. Oh, I'm so glad to see y'all. Diana, how are you feeling? I think of you all the darn time. I sure do. Thank you, Brenda. You too. You too. Y'all, we got 44 in here. I'm so happy. Two people just dropped out. I mean, just like that, both of them together. So anyway, he's patting and she gets on that top rung. And then he moves down and he pats on that next step. And she moves down and it keeps going on down till finally he gets back and she jumps down. I take the ladder away and put it up. Go over there yesterday morning to work. She's up on the roof, up on that darn roof again. I go get the ladder and I put the ladder up there just like he did, but I don't climb up. And she immediately comes down that ladder. I told Brian, I guess we're going to have to build a staircase over there just for her. Thank you, Jackie. Thank you very much. Yeah, Diana, how you feeling? She broke something. I didn't want to tell what in case she didn't want to tell it. So I just go, she broke something. Yeah, I think so, Jackie. She used to eat over here on the porch and it was real convenient for me. A little better. Oh, bless heart. Yeah, Darlene. The roof that Miss Callie was on is that sunroom, and that's got a metal roof. No, Jackie, they don't use it. Now, I wouldn't blame them. It's where I've got it. I've got it in a spot that's back sort of it's too enclosed or something. I need to move it, but I'll have to get Brian to help me move it if I'm going to do that. Oh, Diana. Yeah, that's a long time healing, I would think. I know, Kathy. I don't know what I'm going to do about it. Cat on a hot tin roof. That's exactly right. It's what it was. That's what she was, too. She was hot up there. She would get up under the eave and sit up under the eave. And then it started raining the other day, and there she was still up there. But so she can go up. I think she's climbing one of those 4x4s that's holding that patio porch up. And that's the only way she's getting up there. But once she gets up there, then she can't get back down. I don't want her dying up there, y'all. I've got enough problems with the one under the house. That's what they say, Kathy. They get hungry enough, they'll get down. can't get up there. And I don't want Brian up there. Darlene, they don't have to be love cats, but they have to tolerate them. Hi, Lynn. It's wonderful. It is wonderful. It is 72 here, and I love it. I'm going to get some work done in the yard today, maybe totally finish that. Jackie, I think I won't, Kathy. Jackie, I think I'm going to take a whole week and sit in my recliner and reward myself with something yummy and watch movies when I totally get that thing rented. Oh, wow, Kathy, that sounds fabulous, though. 55, y'all. We've had it bad, Granny. We certainly. Thank you, Jackie. I think so too. I think I'm tired now. I'm tired of working, y'all. You know what? I am too old for this. Oh my gosh, Diana, 108. Rachel, I hope your boys are doing good. I think about you all the time. Oh my gosh, Lynn, you've got COVID? Oh my gosh. I went to Walmart. Brian and I both went the same time to get our new COVID, the new strain COVID shot, and they didn't have them available yet. That's pretty good, Marcia. That's what I'm wondering, Connie. She'll be up to something. Oh, you're funny. Oh my gosh, Diana, that's terrible. I'm so sorry. That's terrible. I know we've had a lot of days here that have been that hot. I don't know what it's going to be, Diane, but when you have a rent property and it's an old house in the first place, there's always going to be something that's got to be fixed. Always. Yeah, Lynn, I wanted my shot and they just didn't have it yet. So I just have to wait. Or there are other places here that have pharmacies in them, like CVS and Walgreens, things like that. And we could always go there and see if they have them. Huh, Lynn? Huh. I don't know what it's going to do. I'm just all excited we've got some cool air. What? Jackie, y'all have special benches? Is that a joke? A bench for people that are feeling lonely or suffering mentally. Hi, Miss Peach. Y'all, this is Miss Peach Thrifty Living, and she has a channel. If y'all want to check her out after you leave here, but I'm sure she'd like to see you over her way. It's good to see you here, Miss Peach. Thank you for coming in. Well, I get mine, Lynn, for free because it's Medicare. Well, there's cute Darlene. I'm thinking Roxanne. Roxanne's the one that makes the soap, and I'm thinking she ought to make. I know she makes shells. She makes soap shells because she sent them to me. She sent me some a couple of years ago, I think. And Roxanne could make puppy dog soaps. They were adorable. Y'all, it's donuts that got me losing weight. Great, Rachel. I'm glad to hear it. I I went somewhere and on the way home, I stopped and got a box, 12 donuts in a box from this great donut shop. And they were just the plain glazed kind, y'all know. Cindy, I'd go with you if I could. Okay, Marcia, that sounds great. Thanks for coming in. A pig. Was it like some farmer around there somewhere's lost their pig? Yeah, good, Lynn. No, Diane, yes, here's the thing. So I got my donuts, my big thing of 12 donuts, and I set it on my desk, and I got my coffee. And I'm looking at Facebook and I'm looking at YouTube videos and all that. This has been a while. And I'd drink a sip of coffee and I'd eat a piece of donut. Coffee donut, coffee donut, coffee donut. And before I knew it, I had eaten 6 donuts in a row. And I was reaching for that last donut. And I'm like, what are you doing? Do you see what you're even doing? And I put those donuts away. And I never have eaten a donut since. Because, y'all, speaking of pigs, Cindy said she has a rescue pig. But speaking of pigs, that's what I was. I just ate one donut after another. Boy, they were good though. How funny. Oh my gosh, it's a big pig or a little pig? Yeah, Cindy, you do that. I want to see it. I Every so often I get a big bad craving for something sweet. That's what I wanted to ask y'all. What do y'all do when you really want something sweet and you know you don't want a whole lot of it, you just want some of it? And I'm not a fruit person except for grapes. I like grapes. I know what you're talking about, Lynn. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yep, yep, yep. 150 pounds. Cantaloupe. Shortbread cookie and coffee. That sounds good. Chocolate bar. Yeah, like Hershey's, Jackie. Oh my gosh, Granny. Y'all, my favorite thing, as you know, cheesecake. But when I can't have that, I want a Coke float. I love Coke floats, but I can't have them anymore because I've gotten down to the weight I want to be, and I can't have that anymore. Oh my gosh, Lynn, that sounds delish. You know, it's really awful when we can't have things. Me too, Darlene. Me too. Yes, Connie, and I like the apricots. But I bought a bag of apricots not too long ago, but some of them are too hard. I can't chew them. They're almost like rubber. You know what I could do? I could boil those, boil them like my mother used to do when she made apricot fried pies, and eat it that way. Granny, I don't want, if I'm going to eat something sweet, I don't want it to be diet. Excellent, Lynn. Fantastic. I don't know about a single apricot though, LA. I love frozen grapes too, Cindy. I buy green grapes and put them in the freezer. Boy, they're good. My favorite to drink besides Coca Cola is ginger ale. I love ginger ale. You'd think so, Kathy. You'd think, but I know what I would do. Whatever I get, I don't just do one and then go back 2 days from there and take another. No, I want them all. I want to eat all of them right then. Yeah, darling, me too. I miss my mother's apricot fried pies. Best in the world. And she was an awful cook. She'll tell you she's an awful cook, just like me. Diane, Reese's peanut butter cups are delicious out of the freezer. They really are. I haven't had one in a long time. My mother was a floral designer, Jackie. She she worked in a flower shop for many, many years. But when my growing up, my mother did not work. When I became in high school, she started working as a florist. Orange juice with crushed ice. That sounds good to me. Me too, LA. That was the thing my mother made all the time. I'd come home from school and she'd be making apricot fried pies, and oh my gosh, they were so good. Oh, really, Darlene? Yeah. You know, I got to think, Becky, if you get to be in your 90s, why the heck can't you have what you want, y'all? Don't you think that we ought to be able to? Wow, Sharon, you ruined that for me. I won't get to have that. 200 calories. Okay, Kathy, have a good day and thank you for coming in. They're delicious, aren't they, Lynn? No ice in that tea. Yeah, it was bad, Darlene. I remember that. Our Mother's Day. Oh yeah, they'd have to work all through the night. I remember that. Exactly, LA. She's 92 years old. Let her have what she wants. If she wants to sit like I want to sit, when I get, if I get to be 90, me too, Granny. I want to sit in my recliner over there with a cheesecake and a spoon and just sit there and eat that cheesecake. You better believe it, Lynn. Have all the Coke floats and Reese's cups and whatever you want. Did you, Jackie? What did you think of it? Because I wonder what your taco looks like compared to our taco. They are crunchy, Jackie. They have a soft taco and then they have a crunchy taco. So you got the soft taco. Yep, yep, Darlene. I've helped my mother do that too. Well, yeah, but there's a crunchy taco also. That's right, Lynn. I hope so. Yeah, Jackie, you've got a Taco Bell. Yeah, those are good. Taco Bell is really good. So a taco, the kind of taco I like is a corn tortilla, and it has like hamburger meat or chopped beef or whatever, and sometimes it's got beans in it, but mostly not. So it's would be hamburger meat and then cheese and lettuce and tomato, and that is a taco. But it's Tex-Mex taco. It's not like Mexican tacos. They call those, what do they call those, y'all? Street tacos? Yeah, sour cream. You know what? I'm gonna go somewhere today and I'm gonna get me something good to eat. Yes, Diane, they are. Buttload. There's a buttload of different tacos, Bertha. That's funny. Huh. Yeah, me too, Lynn. Falafel. I don't know what that is. I don't know that ours has that, Sharon. Now, Bertha, I can't do a fish taco. That bothers me. Just thought of it. For some reason, it bothers me. I've never tasted it, but I don't want that. Little Elm. I've been to Little Elm. I almost bought a house in Little Elm, Lynn. Oh, gosh, years and years ago, I looked at a house out there. Falafel. I've never heard of that. Yep, yep, Granny. Yep, yep, yep. Y'all, you know what? I have worked so hard in my house. Y'all know I have. I mean, I've worked for months and months and months, and I've been grouchy and hateful, and I didn't want to have lives. I didn't want to do anything. Don't you think that I deserve to have something yummy to eat now? Just one time, just one darn time. So I got to figure out what it's going to be. It's got to be really, really good. That sounds good, Brenda. I've never had that, Bertha. Thank you very much, Rachel. I agree with you. I know. Oh, Lynn, I lived in McKinney for 2 months once. 2 whole months. I lived in McKinney. Um, I'm trying to think of the name of the apartment I lived in. I can't think of the name of the road, but I liked it there. Yeah, Connie. I think I do too, Jackie. Do y'all know? That's what I was going to say, Darlene. I think Brian needs to take me to my favorite Mexican restaurant, which is Pasados. And Bertha, you talking to me? I am in Gilmer, Texas. Um, Pasados, and I want to have my chili reno and my frozen strawberry margarita. Wouldn't that be fabulous? I know, Linda. We used to have on the corner right down here, way out here in the country, we used to have a taco truck. And I used to go down there every so often when my Bobby was still here. Yeah, that's. I'm gonna get Brian to take me. I'm gonna get Brian to take me. You are, Bertha. they seldom come out this far, but this guy was there for months and months, and he was kind of permanent, and I was all happy about it. And then the store that was next to him got a new owner, and they asked him to move. And I loved the food. Yeah, there's real taco truck, Jackie, and they go places, festivals and stuff like that. Remember, I don't know if you saw it or not, but the let's see, Gladewater Arts and Crafts Festival is coming up this month. And so I'm going to go back over there, and they have I'm going to go to a taco truck, Jackie, and I'll take a film of it for you. But yeah, I'm going. I hated apartments too, Lynn. I hated it. I hated it. I liked McKinney, but I hated living in an apartment. But it was a temporary situation. Wasn't going to live there long. Probably not, Jackie. But the Gladewater Arts and Crafts Festival is coming up this month, and then in October is the Gilmer Jamboree. That sounds good to me, Lynn. Okay, I want to tell y'all about something. So we're talking about, thank you, LA, my dear. I say 28. I say 28. Okay, y'all know that I don't like to cook, and that's why I don't do cooking videos. So I did one the other day about my cabbage soup. And there's always somebody in the crowd that's got to find fault with it. Always. It's always. I don't understand where these people, they just gravitate to things. Anyway, this woman said, her comment was, oh, I got, she's talking about thumbs up. I've got 31. Her comment was, too bad you didn't bother to give the recipe for that soup. And I read that, and I'm like, what? I wanted to say, did you have your whole video on mute or something? Because the whole thing was about the recipe. Y'all that watched it, I said, not only did I tell all the ingredients, but I told how much of the ingredients. Didn't y'all see that? I love chili rellenos better than anything ever, Bertha. Chili relleno. That's exactly right, Lynn. But y'all, I did. I talked about how much of the beef broth. I talked about how many onions. Oh, yeah, Jackie. Yeah. Exactly, Darlene. All she had to do was go online. I do, Chris. I sure do, and I'm going this year. Chris, when I get ready to go, I'll tell you when, and if you can go, maybe I'll see you at the Jamboree. But y'all, all she had to do was go online and type in cabbage soup, and she'd get thousands of recipes. But I told everything. I told how much is in it. Exactly, Rachel. That's exactly right, Cindy. Well, Granny, I made a huge, huge pot, and I have eaten it now for 3 whole days, and I'm about had enough. I don't know. I don't know what it sounds like at LA. I'm not sure. Oh, Diane, you could come. I'm not sure, but it's in October. But I will find out and let you know. Wouldn't that be fantastic if you could come? Oh, y'all, Diane needs to come to the Jamboree. I would love to meet Diane and Chris too. Y'all all come to the Jamboree. That sounds good to me, Granny. Okay, yeah, I'll let you know, Diane, when it uh, when it's going to be. Hello, Martha. I wish you could, Rachel. Yeah, let's all go to the Jamboree. That would be so fun. Hey, LL Jean. Hi there. I wonder where you were. Oh, Jackie, that'd be absolutely heaven. I would love that. So I got a nice card from Zizi. She called herself your old Zizi. It's in October, Granny. A bird card from Zizi. And y'all, she sent me a Chewy.com gift card. And I placed my order yesterday for cat food. So she's feeding my cats next week with a gift card. And thank you, Zizi. If you happen to watch this, maybe later, I appreciate you so much because that's fantastic. I love feeding my kitties. You have a Russian blue. My LG, the Mighty Warriors, are Russian blue. Wasn't it, Granny? Really, really sweet. Yep. Thank you, ZZ. I love ZZ. ZZ's in our group too, y'all. I think. Yeah, I know she is. She is. But yeah, sent me a nice gift card, and I've already ordered it, and they ship it right to my house. So I'm thankful. Yep. Isn't he beautiful, Lynn? Yeah, he's beautiful. Thank you. Love that boy. He is a big old boy too. So in that respect, I'm glad that the big guy isn't here anymore. You're going to Windsor Castle, which makes me think. I've got my queen. I'm wearing pink today. Here's the queen in pink. Isn't she beautiful? Taking a picture with the queen. Maybe I should get on this side. Yeah, here we are together. To see her vault. I didn't know they let people do that. I did, Jackie, and I kind of like him in the beard. Do you? Here's the thing: he could shave his head, and I'd still like him. Lick Lick. His name is Lick Lick. Oh, you can't take pictures in there. Yeah, I like it too, Jackie. I do. Hey, Jackie, did you see that? Lynn says she's planning a trip to London with two friends in July. Now I'm gonna be jealous of Lynn. Oh, me too, LA. I absolutely loved her so much. Obviously, I mean, look. Oh my Let's see what's the matter now. You can't take flowers? Probably because there'd be so many of them, Jackie. There'd be constantly somebody out there carrying them away. And that would be a lot to have to clean up all the time. You can take pictures of the outside of Windsor Castle, though. Does she bite you? Lynn, mine orders stuff on the internet on my keyboard. Yeah. Yeah, that is close, Diane. A couple hours is close in Texas time. We don't we don't go by miles. We go by hours. Like Houston is 5 to 6 hours from me. We don't talk about, we don't say how many miles it is. We go how many hours it is to get there. Of course, it depends how fast you drive also. Okay, I made some notes, but I think, oh, I'll tell you one more thing about the cabbage soup and then I'll shut up. So you eat that, it's a diet and you're supposed to eat it every day for a whole week, y'all, and you're supposed to lose between 7 and 10 pounds. Well, like I said, this is day 4, and I don't know if I can eat any more of it right now or not. I may have to take the rest of it and put it in the freezer and then eat it whenever I want. But I will tell you this one thing about cabbage soup. I feel it's my duty to inform you. If you eat this cabbage soup for several days in a row, I promise you, you will never need a laxative. Yeah, you will never need a laxative. Oh my gosh, Lynn. Exits, yeah. Yep, cabbage soup. So you don't get an attitude. It's good for that. But now I'm gonna take it and put it in the freezer because no, Linda, no, it's a cat. I know it is. I know it. He's not out there. I know, Rachel. The one that LL Jean calls the Fireball Fred, or what do you call him, LL Jean? Something Fire Fred, she calls him. I haven't had that rumble with him lately, and that's all I need. I just try not to think about him. Firebug Fred, that's what she calls him. Yeah. So I noticed him on his tractor a couple of days ago going down the back of my property, but he was a good ways from my fence, thank God. I don't think he's ever going to get close to my fence again. No, Martha, it's not. My mama was out there this morning. She's gotten to where she can come around now. No, Jackie. No, I didn't. Oh, no. Wonder how old he is, Jackie. You have any idea? it was real hard on him when Freddie passed away. Very hard. I think that probably they were really good friends as well as, you know, worked together. Yeah, I would think so, Granny. He's fantastic, isn't he? Oh, really? You know, we learn about the main focus for that whole band was Freddie. Everybody knows about him, but we really don't know about the minor characters that make up that band. That's what made them all great, all come together. You know, it's kind of like having a live chat. It's not the person doing the chat; it's you. You are the ones that make the chat, not me. Me too, Granny. You have a guitar he designed. I have a couple of Queen t-shirts that I like to wear. Really? Ryan May is a scientist, quite quite a talented person for sure. Astrophysicist. Who would have known it? I'm watching Bodie over there. Oh, y'all, let me tell you this. Last night I go to bed, and then I heard this loud crash, and I knew it. I knew what it was because I've heard it before. I came in here, and what happened was Bodie was up on the back of Bobby's recliner, and it's a rocker, the kind. Miss Key jumped up on the back of that recliner, and that whole thing fell off and hit the floor. And those cats just went all over the place. They just went scattered, but they knocked the whole recliner over because y'all know Miss Key is not very skinny. She's a big girl, you know. No, she's not. Yeah, they do, Bertha. They just run all over the place. Huh. This one, she she climbs all over pretty much everything. Martha. Okay, Rachel. Have a good weekend. Love to you and your family. Thank you for coming in. Oh, Jackie, Miss Key did that to me too. She would do that, and I cannot tell you how many brands of cat litter I went through till I found one that finally she will tolerate. It seemed to me that she didn't like the litter because I clean those litter boxes 3, 4, 5 times a day because I have two cats and I have two litter boxes, but they use whichever one they're near. You know what I mean? They're lazy. But she got to where she would not use her litter box, and I couldn't figure out what in the world. I even researched it. Well, and so I researched it, and they say that she's not liking the litter, and I would I would use Arm& and Hammer, and I would use Fresh Step, and I would use Special Kitty or whatever it was. And I went through so many litters, and she totally would not use that litter. And finally, I think it's Arm& and Hammer that's got baking soda in it, and it's the kind that clumps, and that's what she will use. But I thought I was going to lose my mind, y'all, because she was not using that litter box, and that is an awful thing uh, when you got carpet on the floor. No wonder I can't smell anything, y'all. Diane, I was just thinking, what if all of my cats came in? Wouldn't that be a mess? I'd have a wall to wall litter box in here. Oh, you collect roosters. I used to collect a whole bunch of roosters. I do not have her claws trimmed. I wish I could, but nobody could tackle her, Jackie. She she is not going to sit for that. Not at all. So so no. There's no way I can barely lift her as it is. Oh yeah, where is that one? Thank you. I think it's on top of the refrigerator. I used to collect them all over, Darlene. I had lots of them, all kinds of tea teacups and teapots and all that stuff with roosters. That's because she scratches up everything she gets her hand. She gets near, Jackie. Well, there's no way I'm gonna. I'd have to drug her, Lynn, to get her to be still, and Bodie too. Aren't cats weird? They do things sometimes that would be embarrassing if it was a human, you know? They just have no shame. They have no shame. Jackie, I'm probably, when I get that totally finished outside, and now that it's fall is on its way, I'm going to work in my patio and get all that cleaned up and get all that, because it's looking bad back there. It's looking real bad. I've gone all summer long and have not touched that patio, haven't cleaned it up or anything except to blow off the leaves. I know I don't want y'all to see it, Jackie. It's so nasty and dirty. Huh, Darlene, now look. We got a Tractor Supply right here in Gilmer. Yeah, I had a dog that did that too, Granny, to get them to get them trimmed. I haven't. See, that's the thing. I've been so involved in that house, and I haven't been able to, put anything pretty on the patio or clean it up. Or I've got spider webs growing all over everywhere. Growing spider webs all over the place out there. I just got to get out there and clean it up. There is a British movie. It's called Bertie and Elizabeth. Really good. It's just a movie. It's not like a big series that you have to go through, but it's really great. And it tells, because he had a stutter, and it tells how she stood by him, the Queen Mother now, of course she would be called, uh, and helped him with his stuttering, because they came out with a movie called The King's Speech, and that was about him and the fact that he took months and months and months of how to speak so that he wouldn't stutter, so he could give that speech. What? Where's that? Where do you access that, Jackie? Is it like Prime or Netflix or what? I know, Linda. I saw that, and isn't that what's his name? What's his name? I knew his name. Who's the guy? Used people. Top being for fresh letter and has holes like a colander. I got one of those, Ella Jean. Yep, 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 yep. I've got three together. The bottom one, and then the one with the holes, and then the top one. Brian bought one for him and one for me. Bertha, I'm just, if it has anything to do with Britain, I'll watch it no matter what. I have not, Jackie. Lynn, I used to have Peacock. Exactly, Becky. Exactly. And he had a stutter. And so he worked very, very hard so that he could give his speech. Peacock, Lynn. Uh, I used to watch Peacock all the time when it was free, and then they started charging. And I'm not going to pay for something that, they don't have that many things. See, I got Netflix there for a while, y'all, but it was $16 and something cents a month. And I think that's too much for Netflix when I won't watch it that often. The thing I watch more than anything is Tubi and YouTube. Charles does look well. It, I thought I was going to have a hard time calling him King Charles, but it's just a natural thing, huh? So I say King Charles instead of Prince Charles. Yeah, Diane, I'm not going to watch it. I don't know how much it is, but they get you in there and they say it's free. And then the next thing you know, they're charging. Oh yeah, I got mine over there. I put mine up here by the Queens the other day, Jackie. I love them, Connie. They have great movies, and they've got the old movies, the old Betty Davis movies, like um, Mr. Skeffington, uh, Little Foxes. Hi, Albina. Thank you for coming in. But they've got wonderful movies. The Women, Connie, if you like The Women, is Norma Shearer, Joan Crawford. Uh, anyway, there's a whole bunch of them. It's great. There's not a single man in the whole movie. It's really, really good. Yeah, you're right, Becky. Yep. They both gave up pretty much being royal. Me too, Martha. Always love Betty Davis. Yep, Tubi's free. And they have great, great movies. They really do. Some good movies. The oldies, which I really love, are on Tubi. I have the Fire TV, Darlene. Can't watch Netflix from me. No, no. Yeah, there's something. I saw it the other day. I asked Brian if he had Paramount Plus, but I can't remember what it is. It's a shark movie. A shark where a plane goes down in the ocean and there's sharks all around them. And Brian said, I don't want to watch that. Yep. I never got COVID, Lynn. I must have, of course, I don't go anywhere. When, Jackie? I keep seeing stuff on YouTube that says he wants to move back. I didn't know. He wants to move back, and Megan said she will never step foot in your country again. She's a nutcase. Yeah, Lynn. Wow. I don't know that William has anything to apologize to him for. William didn't write a book that slammed the entire uh, the family. William didn't do something so outrageous that the queen went to her grave knowing her grandson was a pretty much a traitor. Well, Connie, yeah, don't get me started on stuff. I cannot tell a lie. I don't think William has anything to apologize for. Well, anyway, what I'm seeing is everybody's like, so all that things on YouTube are saying they're headed for divorce and all this. Even the what's her name, y'all? What's that woman? She does a YouTube and talks about them all the time. Lady C or something like that. And then there's the guy Neil something another. He talks about them all the time. Well, Harry let his grandmother down, and that should not have happened before she passed away. There should have been kindness and love and gentleness and help, and he betrayed her in the worst way by slamming the royal family. Shame on him. So I agree, Albina. There's no way she can ever get out from that now, y'all. She's gone too far. See, there's no way they could ever, as a couple, get in the good graces of the British people again. Oh, yeah, Lynn. Yeah, wear your mask. I know they're uncomfortable, but if it keeps you from getting sick, yeah, wear that mask. I think we're going to probably all have to go back to wearing masks again, y'all. Exactly, Albina. They're too much of a gap now. Yeah, that's who I was trying to think of, LL Jean. I don't think her jam is selling at all, Jackie. I haven't either, Martha, that I know of. Who would know? I probably would if I had COVID. I would definitely know. I did get really, really sick that for about 2 weeks there, y'all remember, and I couldn't work on my house, and I was real sick. And then I breathed in all that dust and stuff over there, and then I got sick again. Aha, man. Becky, I don't know unless it's a jealousy because he's the spare and William was the I think it had to do with Megan. No, Jackie, can't get it. I can't get it because I can't afford it, and Medicare won't pay for it unless you have the prescription coverage, and I don't have it. And I went through, jumped through a lot of hoops to try to get my doctor to do a prescription. That's what they told me I had to have. And when I went to get my shot, they said, well, you have to have a certain code. I went back to my doctor. I got this code, went back to the pharmacist. That wasn't the code they needed. They called her. She gave them another code, and that's still not the code they need. So I'm not going to get it. Not going to get it. I just hope to heck I never get shingles because I know it's got to be awful. Yes. And they have raised my blood pressure. Yeah, my blood pressure medicine over $20 now for my. Have y'all's medicines gone up, y'all? Of course, some of you may have the Medicare Part D, I guess it is. I don't know for prescriptions. I don't have that, but they've raised my medications. Y'all don't have to pay for anything, Jackie. I've got Medicare, but I don't have this Part D. Wow, y'all, look at that. They they paid for all their medications. Isn't that amazing? That's it, part D. Wow, Jackie. But do you have to like go on a waiting list or anything if you're sick? Certain doctors you can't see or can see. Now, I'll tell you something. We do have hospitals who will treat you for free, and the government will pay for it. But it's like indigent. You've got to be with no insurance whatsoever for them to pay for it. But they will do it. We do have. Oh, yeah. Okay. Interesting. LL Jean, that's what I need. See, Walmart was giving me my prescriptions for $10 for a uh, uh, 90-day prescription. But they got to where they're going up now. Wow, Darlene, yes, it's great that you have that coverage. Right, Cindy, that's what I was thinking. I'm going to tell you, until I get my house rented and start making some money, I pretty much spent out, you know. Yeah, Jackie. My mother didn't have any insurance, Jackie, and she was, I don't know what they call that program. Um, I will look, Becky. Thank you. I will look. But my mother did not get good care, but she was a person that couldn't aff- couldn't afford it. So she was on that free program, whatever it was, y'all. But she took chemo for a long time. And at that time, they didn't have a place where we live to give her. No, Ella Jean, she did not. She did not. At that time, uh, there was no hospital here or anything who could give her chemo. We used to have to drive her to Houston, to MD Anderson in Houston. Yes, Jackie, that sounds true. That's right. I have a friend on Facebook, and I've known her. Well, she was one grade above me in high school, but I've known her that long. She recently had a double mastectomy, but now she is well off. She and her husband are well off, and so she could afford the best of insurance, and that's how this system is. Unfortunately, there are programs for people who cannot afford things, and that is Medicaid. But those people cannot own your own home and things like that, because Medicaid will they're going to seek compensation if you use them. I'm probably getting that wrong, and I need to shut up. But no system is perfect. There's always going to be something that's wrong. Too bad all these big minds can't get together and come up with a great solution for everybody, isn't it? Which I don't have supplemental, Cindy. I'm on Medicare. Exactly, Darlene. And you can only have if Medicare, Medicaid. You can only uh, I can't even think what I'm trying to say. What Darlene is saying, you can only have so much money in the bank, Darlene, on Medicaid. So much money in the bank, in savings and stuff like that, or you can't get Medicaid. She just said that they have more than one vehicle and they had life insurance, so she could not get disability. And that is true. You can't own hardly anything to get Medicaid. That's why people live in so many apartments. They can't own houses. Yeah, that's right, Connie. 62, I think, Jackie. In fact, because I remember at my doctor's office way back then, and I had a hernia in my side. She said, "You really," and it was poking out. It was awful. She said, "You really need to have that fixed." I said, "I'm going to have to wait until I get on Medicare, and then I will have surgery." And I did. And when I cough at night, I would have to hold that hernia. I would have to push on my side if I got a cold. Yeah, because I got cold, and I would cough, and I would have to hold that hernia if the pain was terrible. And I could not get surgery until I got Medicare. So I had to wait. When I turned 62, I had the hernia fixed. That's pretty awful. And that unfortunately, that's the way it is for a lot of people. They can't get the health care they need because they cannot afford it and they can't get the insurance for it. Is it 65? I thought it was 62. I guess I waited till I was 65 then. Hi, Suzanne. I thought it was 62, Cindy. But it's terrible because that's why people suffer so badly. It is 62. I'm not going to do an online, Jackie, because I have to pay for that service. So they can pay me money order, cashier's check, or check. Is that the way it went, Darlene? Okay. Then I didn't get Medicare till I was 65. I got Social Security at 62. That's how it went. Yep, 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 yep. You know what? It's too complicated, isn't it, y'all? Yep, yep. That's what I did. So I had to wait till I was 65 before I could get that hernia fixed. And sometimes also at the same time, they also took my appendix out. And y'all, there are times when I have a pain in my side. It's like my appendix is still in there, but it didn't. Maybe they didn't take it out and told me they did. Who knows? I'm kidding. I know it's confusing, Connie. It's a pain in the neck. Well, I don't know now what I did, LA. Yeah, Susan, they are. You pretty much find out anything you want to know on YouTube, can't you? I mean, people watch it to see how to work on their cars all the time. Jackie, I'm going to tell you this: rent has gone up so high you wouldn't believe it. Every day I check Marketplace on Facebook, and I'm also in some of those groups, rental houses and things. People post their houses and stuff. And I am shocked at how much rent has gone up just in this last year. It's crazy for what people are having to pay to rent a house. So, my gosh. And it just seems to be going up, up, up. Yes, Bertha. I do too, Susan. I watch YouTube every single day. I don't even watch TV anymore because I don't have cable anymore. I let that go because they were getting too high. I don't know, Jackie, but all of a sudden, rents are crazy high. Well, Darlene, and then taxes and insurance are going up something awful. Well, I can't, Connie. I put too much into it. I don't know. I don't know. It's scary. There's too many people, Jackie. I bet so, Diana. 92, Susan. The the homeowners insurance, it's crazy. It's crazy high. And then you've got your property taxes that have gone up. Mine have mine have gone up terribly. I don't know how people in New York City, uh, in California, I don't know how they afford the homes they live in. No kidding, Diane. Me too. I was thinking that. Huh. Yes, LA. Connie, I have State Farm, and it's called Drive Safe and Save. It's a State Farm plan. Now, I have never ever had a caused a car wreck. I have never had a speeding ticket. I have a perfect driving record. And because of that, I qualified for this Drive Safe and Save. And they send you this little thing and you put it in your car. You just set it down on the dash or put it in the glove compartment or whatever. And the thing monitors your car. It's nerve wracking if you have to think about it because you can't go too fast. You have to brake slowly. You can't turn corners too fast. But it does save me a great deal on car insurance. Are you talking about your cottage by the sea, Jackie? 250,000 for a for a small cottage. Wow. I know, LL Jean. Isn't that something? Yeah. So that house over there is a big house. I mean, really, it is because it's got nice size rooms. Oh, you've already bought that though. Is that the one you've already bought, or is the one you were talking to us about needing a stove for it? Yeah, Susan. Or New York either, Bertha. This area, that I'm in. I mean, there are. I guess their housing costs are comparable to any place else. Um, I'm in some groups on Facebook for housing, and man, the minute somebody posts something, there are people on it. They're like, they want to jump in there and see if they can get that. So there's a lot of people in this area looking for homes, either houses or apartments or condos or whatever they've got. It won't, Albina. There's no way. No way. I cannot get that kind of money here in this area. Yeah, I bet, Ella Jean. No, the jobs aren't here to pay that rent, y'all. It's not. It doesn't matter really how much your house is worth. It's what you can get for it, you know? And I can't, there's no way I could get over $1,000 a month. No way. The jobs aren't paying enough. There's not enough jobs. Nope, I'm not. The closest town is about 80,000. That's what I'm talking about, Longview. It's about 80,000. Longview was originally my hometown. It's where I was born. For my house, Darlene, if I'm lucky, 980, but no more, and may not get that. Yeah, got you. Yeah, they don't hear Jackie. It's amazing to me. I see these ads and people that none of them have cars or anything. I mean, they can't, you know, there's constantly somebody in these groups and ads asking for food. There was a woman over there on there yesterday morning. I was looking and she said her baby is due in 1 month and she doesn't have a single thing for it. And everything in me wants to say, girl, did you not notice something different about your body 3 months ago, 4 months ago, 5 months ago? You are now in your almost ninth month and you have not even a baby bottle bought. What were you thinking and what were you doing and what were you spending your money on? These are people that just, yeah, I don't understand. They're, preparation, for gosh sakes. You can't, I never, at the time, of course, I didn't have Facebook either, but I never went up there and asked for handouts. I never said, somebody send me. They're on there all the time doing that. We got a lot of them here, Sandy, but they're on there every day and they're just, you know, we're living in a motel and they're going to kick us out. And can somebody just please give us one night in our hotel so we can take a shower? Or can you please just send me something to eat? I'm hungry. I hadn't ate. It's constant in this area. Do y'all have that? I've never seen it this bad before. I can't, Connie. You're talking about Section 8. I can't. I looked at the requirements for that. I mean, you would not believe what the government requires uh, homeowners or people to do in order to rent their homes if their government's going to pay for it. It's ridiculous. Mine wouldn't pass. My house would not pass their inspections. You've got to have bars in the shower if they're over a certain age. You've got to have a ramp if I mean, I can't afford it. It's crazy. Well, we have that too, Susan. We have that too. I don't know that either, Darlene. I'm like, what did you think was happening to you, lady? I know, Becky. Hurts my heart. They got real strict requirements on Section 8 housing. I couldn't do it. Actually, Ella Jean, you are not wrong. It was great. It was great. I'm going to do a video. Y'all, I tried the white. I put 2 coats of white, and it was beautiful. But let me tell you what that floor is textured. It's got a texture in the flooring, and if any kind of dirt, sand, dust, don't hair, no matter what, um, it's going to show up on those grooves in that textured flooring. So I had to paint it gray. It looks pretty good, I must say. But yep, that's what it was. I agree with you, LA. And I watched those ads before, and I'm thinking, I want to help that person so bad, but y'all, it's constant. It's constant. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'd have to be dadgum bad off for me to ask somebody to send me $1. I'm not kidding. We've got a woman who has a Facebook page, and she says, I have 3,000 followers on my page. If everybody would just send me $1, I could pay my bills this month. I would not have the nerve to do something like that. Thank you, Jackie. I just finished them. They're so nice and shiny and nice and neat and clean. It's clean. That's what I wanted. Just be clean for once. For once. Yeah. I mean, I could think about that. I have 10,600 subscribers, y'all. If every one of my subscribers sends me just $1, look how much money I'd have. There's people that honestly think that way, that honestly ask for that. There are a lot. There are a lot, Becky. We could all have a party. Yep. Thank you, Albina. Thank you so much. I'm real proud of it. I really am. I work very, very hard, and it's personal to me, y'all. And that's something I got to get out of my head. It's personal to me, that house. It's like when you love somebody and somebody tells you something bad about them, how you get mad at that person for even saying such a thing about them. You know what I mean? That's how I feel about the house. Bobby and I lived in this house. I had a wonderful life in that house. And it bothers me a heck of a lot when people abuse my house that we loved and lived in. And I somehow got to get that out of my head, that from now on it's business, it's not personal. I can't get it out of my head. Yeah, I hate that you're going to have to be working in freezing temperatures. I know, Diane, but what am I going to do? I mean, I showed that house once before, way back, and a guy walks in that second bedroom and he goes, oh, it's so little in here. And I just turned around and walked out. It was not little in there for what? What is he expecting? I kind of doubt it, Susan. It is personal. Kettle for your tea. Remember, we told you to get one of those tabletop ovens, Jackie. You know what I'm talking about? They bake and broil and all kinds of good stuff. I don't know about that now, Bina. Family members expect more than what strangers would, you know. I'm trying, LL Jean. I really am. Diane, a thick skin, sure. Just get you one, Jackie. And mine, I'm trying to think the brand. It came to me, the brand of mine. Now I lost it again. I need to write stuff down the minute I think about it. I could have post-it notes all over the house. I like that too, Jackie. I like it better. I've got the drawer. Susan, I would like that. I would like that. But then again, you got to think of this. You've got some seniors They're on Social Security just like I am. I could not pay the amount that house is going to have. I couldn't go rent something for that. I couldn't afford it because that would be my entire Social Security check just for the rent alone. And most seniors, see, most seniors that are on Social Security, or if they're not on Social Security and they have plenty of money, are not going to rent. They're going to own something. I would like that, Connie, but if they're on Social Security, they're not going to be able to afford it. I'm going to try LA, but probably I won't. I'm going to do my best, y'all. That's all I can do. I'm going to run it by y'all first. Not on YouTube though, because that's too public. But in our Facebook group, I will tell you about them and see what you think. So yeah, y'all get a vote. That's a good idea, Martha. It's a real good idea. Well, I don't know. I'm gonna put it out there for rent in September, and then I'm gonna start seeing if I can get some showings and get some applications. Becky, it would bother the hell out of me. I'm sorry, but yeah, it would. Um, it's against the law to discriminate, but you don't have to rent to somebody for any reason. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you don't have to say, no, I'm not going to rent to you because you got two kids. You just don't. You just don't say anything about their children. But yeah, it would bother me. Think about it. I'm up here in the country. I've been here for years and years and years. I've been a widow all by myself all this time, a peace and quiet. I got fat cats laying all over the patio. Gonna have to, Alvina. And can you imagine you got little kids on bicycles riding around my driveway and coming up under my carport, and you know what I mean? Well, no, there's a lot of singles that do as well. Would you get down? Y'all know who that is now. She's driving me nuts. She's decided to get up. She's had a nice long nap. There she goes. Yeah, I know. Martha. I'm the only one that can have pets here, but that's pretty much the way it is. Pumpkinhead. Peep, 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 peep. I didn't have bratty children, but I'm 76 years old. I don't tolerate little children anymore. I don't. I never said they were bratty. Now, I'm not going to say that. I did not say that. It's just that, yeah, she does. I don't have a totally fenced in yard, Darlene, for a dog. And I live next to a very busy highway. And it'd be terrible for a dog to get out in that road, and either the dog gets killed or the people who hit it get killed, you know? I think so too, Darlene. I really do. You know how it's fun for grandkids to come and visit and all that, then they're going home. You don't have to see them every day, you know. I have been too quiet too long and enjoyed my privacy too much to change my lifestyle. I'm not going to do that. That would mean none, Diana. There's no fence for a dog. That woman lived there. She had 3 chihuahuas, y'all, and I didn't charge her anything for having those chihuahuas. And she put diapers on them. They never went outside. Never. And had I known that, I wouldn't have rented to her in the first place. Imagine. I'm going to have to get up and whip me a cat. Would you get down? Get. Oh. All right, she's down. Yeah, Joy. No kidding. That'd be my luck. I know. I mean, they got tails. What'd she do with them? Cut a hole in the back of the diaper? Yeah, hear you, Cindy. Yeah, I know. I I know. You know, Cody comes here once a week and always leaves his calling card behind when he leaves. I was telling John and I were talking about that. He said, I try to pick that up. And I said, well, usually go over there where I get into my car and you'll find it. That's where it seems like Cody does his business every time, right there beside my door where I get in the car. But you know, it doesn't bother me because I love Cody. I love Cody. I just do. And he comes running to me when he gets here. Of course, he's also wanting his treat, you know, poop bags. You know, when I go to the grocery store, y'all, I go to the grocery store and I take and put everything in my bag and plastic bag, and then I take that plastic bag and put it in another plastic bag, and that tie it up, and that way I get 2 plastic bags per every time I go to the store. Each things are in 2 plastic bags, and I use these plastic bags because I use them for cat litter. To clean the litter box, I put it in a plastic bag, tie it up, and throw it in the trash. So that's why I have to use Walmart. One of these days is going to say you don't need to be bagging that much. That's right. I don't have to pay for bags, Jackie. So I get as many bags as I possibly can because I need them for my cat litter. You do that too, and then I tie them so that when I put them in the car, don't tie them in a knot, heavy knot though, or tight knot rather. Aw, do you have animals, Cindy? Like in your home? My cats don't come running to anybody. They just look for everybody. They charge for bags. Yeah. When we went to New York City, I went in the Target was right down from our hotel, and I needed to get a back brace, and I had to buy a bag, and it cost me $5 to buy a bag to put your purchase in that you're paying uh, paying at that store. Isn't that crazy? Oh no, we get free bags. Now there's an Aldi, a store called Aldi here, and you have to take your own bags. Exactly, Ella Jean. I do 2 bags, especially cold things. I make sure that there's I always use 2 bags, always. Y'all, we've been here 2 hours and 15 minutes. Really, Diane? I don't like that. Yes, yes, yes. You've got a I forgot about that, Cindy. You have a whole zoo there. Albina, I've only been to Aldi 2 times. It's too far for me. Spot the pig. Spot. Who did? LL Jean? We have a funny Aldi. It's real small and there's just loaded in people and it's just you can't even get down the aisle. Well, Diana, you need to start getting 2 bags every time you go to the grocery store, and that's what I use for the clean the litter box. No, I went, Martha. I went twice, and I just didn't care for it. You got to put your stuff and let them check your stuff, and then put it in the basket. And you got to take your basket over to a table, and you got to take them out of that to put them in the bags that you brought yourself, and then put them back in that thing and to carry them out. And that's just too much stuff. That's too much work. Yeah, ours aren't. This one here is not very big. It's very, very crowded. It needs to be one way streets, but you've got people coming and going in both directions. It's just really crowded. It makes me nervous. I like Walmart a lot, and we have a Brookshire's here. Brookshire's is getting pretty darn expensive. Yeah, quarter for the basket. It just me either, Martha. I just don't care for it. I don't. But it is. It's too far. Okay. 90th birthday party. Okay, LL Jean. Have a good weekend. Thank you for coming. All right, y'all. We've gone 2 hours and 18 minutes. We just talked up a storm. So I'm going to get dressed and I am going to go next door and work on the patio, I think, and get that cleaned up. And then I'm going to start taking pictures for my ad. And I want to thank y'all all for coming in. Thank you to Diane and to Jackie, who are our wonderful moderators. I hope y'all have a great weekend. And thank you all, seriously, from the bottom of my heart, for coming in because I enjoyed you very, very much. Bye bye, y'all. I will see you soon. You too. You too, Albina. Can't see how to get out of here. Never can. Bye bye, y'all. Bye, Chris.